Hey, how's it going everyone? This is DCSU81 and today we are going to take a look into this SH Figuarts, the Android 19 from the Dragon Ball Z. Okay, so this is the box right out of the brown box and it looks pretty good. For those of you who has been collecting the Dragon Ball series from SH Figuarts, you are very familiar with this. I just love the way they actually do it. Hope they don't change the design. It's very nice and you can see, wow, they are 4 interchangeable heads and also one here, so it looks very good. I just love it. From this side we can see more pictures of the Android 19. From here we can see the words Android 19 with some Chinese words there, and at the back of the box is always my favorite. You can see many poses of this Android 19, and here is the Asia version. That's why you have this sticker right over here. So let's get him out. Okay, so here is Android 19 right out of the box, and I got a few surprises when I took him out. First of all, I didn't expect him to be so short. Secondly, I didn't expect him to be so white. And thirdly, he's rather light. Yeah, I was expecting something heavier. But I mean, it's all good. It's just some surprises there, and there is another surprise which I will reveal later. So let's take a look at the overall look. I think this looks pretty good, and yeah, as always, I didn't remove all this plastic. I just want to show you guys how it looks like right out of the box. Yep. So wow, this guy just looks pretty good, except for a few things. I'm not sure about you guys. Do you feel that he's a bit like, you know, like a Lego? You know, they have a few chunk here and a few chunk on the arm. I'm pretty sure it's for the articulation purposes, but it does looks kind of odd. Yeah, like a chunk here. I know he's still an android, but these are the clothes, which makes him looks even weirder. But I think I can live with that. It's not a deal breaker. It still looks pretty good, and the details are there. It does reminds me a lot about my childhood. You know, the nostalgic feelings start coming in. Yeah, this is something that I never thought that SH Figuarts will make, and I'm very happy they are making him, as well as Android 20, okay, which is the Professor Jiro or Dr. Jiro. So let's take a look at his face. Wow, this is rather good. Okay, it's very crisp there. You can see his eye clearly, and he does looks intimidating. I mean, when I first saw him in the anime, it's quite scary, and maybe because it's the whole face, the whole head is white, and he's quite strong, as you remember how he attacked Goku. So now that I have him on hand, it just feels unbelievable that this guy has been made into an action figures. Now next we'll move on to the articulations. I'll start with the head as always, so you can look to the right, looks to the left, no issue there. Looking up, just slightly, yeah, not too good. Looking down, yes, not really. Actually, it will bounce back up again. And for his head, I believe there's a separate neck there. Let's see. Yeah, it actually comes together as the whole. This whole thing is his neck, and there's a very short ball joint there. That's why he can't really move very well with the head. So as for his arm, there's a 360-degree turns, I believe. Yep, it's pretty tight there. Yeah, do be careful with it. And there is a very huge gap over here, so I don't see. Oh yeah, there is a butterfly joint. You can see that. Yeah, very big movement. This is very good. And also arm shivels. Yeah, there's a shivels there here. You can see that it moves along. And for his hand to go up, wow, more than 90 degrees, which is pretty good. A single joint or double joint? Yes, a double joint elbow, which is pretty good there for an arm this short. And he also have the ball joint for his hand going up and down, shivering around. And for his body, let's see how many points. Wow, okay, this is surprising. Do you see that? You can actually pull his body up for more articulation. This is like something new. Yep, so there's 2 points of articulations. Okay, let's try without pulling it up, so you can shiver it around, move around a little bit. But if you pull it up, yeah, there's even a bigger movement there. And for his waist, yeah, I believe you can actually turn him around, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, I believe you can actually shivers, but mine is pretty tight. I'm not sure if I should Nope, it's not moving anywhere else, I believe. Yeah, I don't want to break anything. So let me know if yours is having the same problem. He can turn on his upper torso, but not on the waist part. Okay, so for his leg, let's see if there's any pull down mechanism. Nope. So kicking forwards just slightly because he's kind of short. Kicking backwards not going to happen. And for shivering, of course, you can shiver on here. Okay, and I think he's just a single joint knee. Oh, okay, looks too good to be single. Yeah, I think it's just a single one, but it can move pretty well, as you can see. Wow, this is good. You can actually hide this part entirely once you straighten his leg, as you can see. Wow, this is kind of new to me. And his leg, yeah, this, oh, okay, you can move here, can turn it here. And for his leg, there's a articulation as well. And of course, there are toe hinges for this guy. Okay, yep, looks pretty good. Let's see how I can do a split, just slightly because of his pants. Yeah, so other than that, I think it's pretty good articulation, especially for this portion here. Whew, this is something new. Oh, I almost forgot. Let's see if he can do a bend forward with his torso being lifted up. Yeah, not too much, just slightly, and you leave a huge gap behind. Bending backwards, yeah, better with the torso being lengthened. Otherwise you can't, just a little if you didn't lengthen it up. Yeah, just a slight improvement, not much, but it's still better than nothing there. And let's move on to the accessory. There's a lot to talk about. I will start with the hands as always. So it just comes with a pair of close fist hands that's already on the figure, pair of karate chop hands with the red dot as the energy absorber there, a pair of grabbing hands, pair of open palms hands, a pair of broken arms for you to interchange, and just take a look at the details there. Looks pretty amazing. And here we have his brain. Yeah, it's supposed to attach at the top of his head. Looks very nice. I just love the translucence of it. And he just comes with these two that will help us to remove the brain from the heads. And from the box just now, we saw that there are 4 more interchangeable heads, with this one looking to the right, and this one with the smirking face, and this is the laughing one. Wow, this is the one that he's scared after being kicked by Vegeta. Yeah, that's Vegeta fits there.
Destiny has reserved that pleasure for me.
And I did mention there's another surprise, which is these Vegeta faceplates that you can interchange. Wow, this is a really good one. He's actually looking down screaming. It is for this new Vegeta, which I was thinking to skip it at first, not getting him, but I did end up getting him because I want to pair him with his son Trunks. Yeah, I didn't really remember that this Android 19 is coming with this interchangeable faceplate for this one, so it's all good. So as you can see, this Android 19 does comes with quite a number of accessories. This is like back to the good old times when you see they are all having so many accessories for us to play with. And right up next, I'm going to show you how to put on some of these accessories onto the figure. I'll start with the hands. And this is the best one that I like so far. Next, to interchange the faceplate on the Vegeta, just need to remove it and put on the new one here. Wow, this is so good. My goodness, this is really awesome. Do click on the like button if you enjoy the review. Thank you. And next we'll move on to some size comparison. I'll start off with some SH Figuarts Dragon Ball. So I do have Goku right over here and he's looking so happy. Followed by this Vegeta, which is rather tense. And since he is an Android, so I'll compare with Android 17 and Android 18. Yep, I think they looks great together, even for the pretty old figures. These two are very old, but they still looks good together. And speaking about Android, how can we not have him with Android 16 as well? Wow, it does looks good with him. And how can we not compare with this Cell first form? Yep, looking good together, as well as the Cell perfect form, which I really think that he deserves a renewal. And next I'll compare him with some non-Dragon Ball SH Figuarts. I have the Black Adam right over here, as well as this Deadpool. And lastly, let's compare with some other brands. I do have the Marvel Legends Iron Man here, as well as this Mayfax Hush Superman. Okay, so my final verdict for this Android 19 in terms of the overall look, I do think that he looks okay, except for the chunky parts here and there, but he is very detailed and he does looks exactly like in the comic itself or anime. So I'll give him a 4 out of 5 for that. And for the articulation, because of his size, he is rather restricted, but I do appreciate the new it's not new, but it's something different, like a pull up mechanism here. So this is a really well engineered, and even for the legs you can see that he can expand even more and you can actually close it back. So it will be maybe a 5 out of 5 for me in terms of the articulation, even though it's restricted, but it's still a good try. Yep, as for the accessory, of course, is a 5 out of 5. You can see I enjoy switching all the accessories onto him, and they even give him some broken arms. This is a real good touch. And even a different face for the Vegeta, which is this one here. And you can see that initially they already given this one comes with this Vegeta. Is the only difference is the eyes is not looking down. So you can see that, wow, they even thought of giving another one just because of the eyes looking down. So this is a really good add-on accessories. And when it comes to the skill, yeah, I do think that his skill okay among all the Dragon Balls that you have seen earlier. So again, it will be a 5 out of 5 as well, just that I didn't thought that he will be this white. Yeah, he's kind of fatter than I thought. Final conclusion, if you are big fans of Dragon Ball Z, this is a definite pickup that you must get in order to complete your Androids collections. So I do hope that you enjoy my review, and certainly hopes that it helps you to decide if you should get this guy, which is a definite yes. And I'll catch you guys again in my next video. Now I hope you'll watch this video right over here.